great day today. Happy Tuesday to you. It can be a happy Tuesday. You know why it's a happy Tuesday? Because you are here and I am here and God is here. And you know what? We got to know that we are so important in His eyes, and that's all that matters. People are going to let us down, things in the world are going to let us down, but God will never let us down. So what we're doing today is our Less Stuff More Life Challenge off of my book that is free. And every single week I'm giving you some kind of challenge that you can do to help improve your life physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And this week I thought was a very good fitting thing, especially for our time right now, and it's to pray more. Now sometimes I know, like, I get guilty myself. It's easy to say, let me try to do everything on my own, everything that I can do, and that's good to do. And then after you've exhausted everything on your own, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I guess I'm gonna go to God. Well, it should be that I guess I'm gonna go to God the first thing. The first thing we should do whenever we're contemplating what to do, whether we're deciding what to do, whether we're wondering how to deal with a person or do whatever step we're supposed to take in our life, we should always turn to God first. And it's one of the first things that we should do. It's one of the first things, don't mind mixing wet. The challenge this week is going to be to pray more. And this is one of those things that you should do all the time. Praying is so important. I know that I was guilty of it, especially when I was a new Christian, not thinking to like, prayer really changes things, or just like, okay, I'll just try to do good. I'll try to do these things on my own. And then I guess after I've done everything I can do and say everything that I can say, I guess I'll go to God. Well, it should be that we go to prayer first. Whenever we're thinking of anything in life, contemplating what we should do, God says, and it says here in His Word here, one of the greatest things in God's Word is He gives us lots of stuff for our life. And this is in 2 Chronicles 7:11, and it says, if my people pray. So it goes through, the Lord is appearing to Solomon. He says, I have heard your prayer and I've chosen this place for myself as a house of sacrifice. And it goes to verse 14. If my people, and who are His people? You are His people. I am His people. People in general, people of all kinds, right? We're all people from God, right? If my people who are called by my name, we're all called by His name. If we humble themselves, we got to humble ourselves. We can't go to God with, well, we know this, and we are better than this person, we are better than this group, we are better than that group. No, if we humble ourselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and heal their land. We need God to heal our land, don't we? We need God to come down and heal this land. But we got to do what He says. We got to humble ourselves, seek His face, and turn from our wicked ways, right? Because He's going to forgive us of our sins and He's going to heal our land, right? So that our eyes and our ears can be attentive to Him. I love it. It says, my eyes and my name will be there forever. My eyes and my heart will be there for all time. We want the blessing of the Lord. We want the Lord to come down. We know this earth is a mess. We know it's been a mess since the beginning of time, when sin entered the world and Satan came and deceived everybody and got them all ready to turn from each other, right? To steal, kill, and destroy. He made the first people's sons, right? Cain and Abel turned against each other and went to murder each other. Not murder each other. The one went murder the other one. The jealousy, the rage, the anger, the so justified that they are so right in their own eyes. We got to stop being that way. We got to humble ourselves and turn from our own ways, our own desires, and seek God. That's the most important thing in life. And then when we start doing that, that is when you're going to start seeing things happen in your life. That is when you're going to start miracles happening. You know, we can manipulate situations. We can manipulate people in our marriage. We can manipulate our kids as much as we think we can and try to force them and control them a certain way. But eventually, that control is going to be lost. Eventually, that person's going to go on their own way. But when you can pray about something and you can see God do something huge in your marriage, in your home, in your kids, in your job, in your financial situation, in your community, among your friends, in our country, that's when you're like, wow, that could have never been anybody but the Lord. But it takes a group of people to change the atmosphere around us. It takes one person to change the atmosphere around them. It's going to take many to change the atmosphere in our world. So we're asking to stand up and humble ourselves and pray and seek God's face during this time. It's so, so important. It's so easy to sit around and dwell and nitpick, and that this person should have done this and this person should have done this, or that group did this or that group did this, or you should, it's so easy to nitpick and tell people what they should do. But we're all held accountable to God for our own actions. It's our job to seek Him, to pray, find that time to do that. We can find time to do a lot of things in our life. We can find time to scroll on social media. We can find time to sit and watch movies. We can find time to sit around and complain about the things that are never changing. But find that time to pray. I'm going to challenge you to do that this week. I know when I had so many little kids, like it was just me at home with the kids, there was a whole lot of time. When I woke up, by the time I woke up, it was like boom, boom, boom. The time I went to bed, I was exhausted and fell asleep. But I had to find snippets in my day. And to start with, it was in my shower. I got about 10 minutes in my shower by myself. People would be like, oh, that isn't holy enough. Well, guess what? That was the only time that I did not have to worry about kids. I would be brushing my teeth and washing my hair. And guess what? It was a time I could seek the Lord. When I was doing dishes at my sink, I had scripture taped in front of my window there, and I was reading it, meditating on it, and praying to God when I was washing dishes. I remember reading about Susanna Wesley. She'd take her apron and throw it over her head, and her kids knew to leave her alone because that was her time of prayer. She had so many little kids at home. You can find the time to take some time to pray. I challenge you to do it. It will change your life. You might feel weird at first because you feel like you got to have some holier than thou prayer. No, God just responds like a person. You can speak to God like you're talking to me or you're talking to your friend. Talk to Him normal. We don't have to have these graciously big prayers. We can just stop and, okay, God, thank you. Thank you for this. Or God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Or God, what is it I need to do? Get quiet for a little bit. Get quiet and learn to listen to Him. Listen to what He tells you to do. Seek Him. You got issues in your marriage? Go to God. Okay, God, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to pray for. But you do. So I'm coming to you to ask for your help. I'm asking you to give me some wisdom. Give me some knowledge. Give me some revelation. Open my eyes. Open my ears. Open my husband's eyes. Open his ears so that he can hear and see from you. For me as well. You got to start with a little bit of forgiveness as well. Forgive me for what I'm not doing, Lord. Forgive me for trying to take this into my own hands. Forgive me for not seeking you first. I want your wisdom. I want your knowledge. I want your direction in my life so that I can make a difference in my home, in my marriage, in my community, in my world, because we need that, Lord. The Lord is putting something in your heart to do. All right, Lord, I don't know if this is me or if this is you, but if it's you, I need that boldness to take that step to do the next thing that you want me to do, and do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. You seek Him and ask Him, He'll keep giving it to you and giving it to you to do it. But when you start denying Him and you're like, oh, that's not God, or no, that's not that, or no, that's just me doing these things, that's when you're walking away from hearing His voice. You want to be able to keep seeking Him and doing what He wants you to do. Life can get so busy. I get that. I'm busy. I'm a busy mom. And I know my prayer life now is so much stronger than it used to be, but that was just being new and not really, realizing the potential and the importance of it. But as I get older, I'm like, wow, if I could have done that way back in the day, I probably would have saved a lot of fighting in my marriage. I probably would have saved a lot of fighting and, arguments among my kids. If I just would have done that, I probably would have saved and maybe fixed a little bit more of my situation in my life. But I kind of messed up because I didn't have control of my mouth, and I just did what I thought was best instead of seeking God. It's so important to do that. Seeking God. Humble yourself. Take some time. Turn to God and say, what is it you want me to do? Turn your face to Him. What is it you want me to do, Lord? And be quiet. Listen for what He says. You're going to hear it inside your heart. You're going to be like, okay, that's what you want me to do. Okay, and then don't doubt it. Go do it. Go do what He has you to do so that you can make a difference in your home, in your world, in your community. We need that right now, especially. We need the prayers, the prayer warriors, the people, even if you're not a prayer warrior and if you don't even know what a prayer warrior is, it's the people that believe in prayer that can make a difference and change. Join with us. Join with us and pray to seek God, to make that difference, because there's a whole world going on around us that we don't see. It's called the spiritual realm, and it's the forces of good and evil that are fighting. It's not people against people. That's not what's going on. When you have an argument with your spouse, it's not your spouse that is fighting, even though the words are coming out of him. It's the enemy using him, putting thoughts in his mind to speak words to you, and it's coming to attack you. It's attacking the spiritual world because they would love nothing. The enemy would love nothing better to divide you as a couple, to get homes split and divided, to divide our communities, to divide our world, to pit brother against brother, sister against sister, husband against wife, parent against child. That's what the enemy wants, and we don't want any of that. We want to say no, 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 not in my home, not in my world, not in my community. Not going to have that. I'm not going to be part of that. Satan, you are not going to use me as your ploy. Not at all. Refuse to do that. Refuse to be used at the enemy's hands. And then stand firm and say, okay, God, what is it you have me to do? Because I am ready and willing to fight for what you have for me to do in my life. Take that time today. Take that time today. Oh, I encourage you so much to take that time today. You might not be able to get into a fancy hour-long prayer. Oh, love those hour-long prayer times. I don't get those hour-long prayer times because life is busy. But taking that time and seeking Him makes all the difference in the world. Try it. I challenge you to do it. That's my biggest challenge to you, is to do it and stick with it. Not just this week, every single week. From here on out, it'll make a huge difference in your life. I'm challenging you that. All right, so what we're gonna do, that's your challenge for the week. And so now we're gonna go about our day. Today is my Tuesday. Today is my day, that's my working day, so I get a lot of my stuff done. I get a lot of my running done. Lauren has the kids. Lauren is my daughter. I've hired her because it's a busy life doing what I do. Thankful to do that. Blesses her. It blesses me. Blesses her siblings because they love spending time with Lauren because she is young and fun. I always say, you do all the stuff that I did when I was younger. Now I'm just getting older. And so what I'm doing today is I'm going to go in and make some dinner for tonight so that she doesn't have to. That's a loud car. I'm going to go in and make dinner. Yesterday I talked about making fettuccine alfredo, so I'm going to go do that right now. Get that ready so that tonight all she has to do is feed the kids, because I've got a meeting tonight around dinner time, so I'm not going to be here. And then she can just feed them, and that'll be good. Maxine, no, stay here. So I'm gonna go in and heat that up, get it ready, just keep it so then she can just boil some pasta today and have some fettuccine alfredo. So let's go in and go make some dinner. All right, so I'm gonna put everything in my pressure cooker. I just turned on saute brown. I'm gonna put about a half a stick of butter. I have like fragments of butter. So I'm gonna put different pieces to make about a half a stick, and I'm gonna let that melt inside there. And then I'm gonna add, instead of chopped up onions, because I don't want the kids to be like, why is there onion pieces in there? I'm gonna use onion powder. And I do have garlic. They don't mind the garlic, minced garlic. A little bit of garlic in there. And then I'm gonna take some cream cheese and put it in there, just let that melt. Okay, so in here I just put one package of cream cheese, about a quarter of a stick of butter, and then I added about 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, and I had about a cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna stir this up. Now my kids like jar stuff, so what I'm gonna do is I have one jar of roasted garlic. Let me make sure I have one jar. Yep, one jar. Hey, baby. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper and parsley to this. I like homemade fettuccine. My family likes jarred stuff. Maybe they never had ultimate, so this is really good just with the heavy cream in there. So that makes a good thing. And then I'm gonna add their jarred sauce to it because they like jarred sauce. And I like to get one jar, so that's a good thing. So there you go. Now we've got some homemade Alfredo sauce. If you don't have the jarred sauce, even better, you can just use the cream cheese. That looks delicious. Let's get a spoon and try it. It literally took, what, 5 minutes to do? You can try your sauce always. That's good. That's really good. And add a little bit more. That's really good. I'm a taster. I feel like food that people say, it's exactly this, it's exactly that. Well, no, because that spice might just have a little bit less flavor in it, or that, whatever, is gonna affect your flavor, so I say taste it. It's good. Okay, delicious. And then I'm gonna add 2 of these. So I'm gonna add it right to the sauce. The kids are gonna be like, what are you doing, Mom? And then we're just gonna heat that up in there. I'm gonna add that. And I got spinach, frozen spinach. I'm just gonna squeeze a little, I'm gonna squeeze a little bit. It's because it's frozen, that's why. On the top, and it's all mixed in, so a child can't go, I don't want any spinach, because it's all just mixed in. It tastes exactly the same. So that is a good little meal there. All right. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna just put on my slow cook setting and just leave that with the lid. Dinner's done. That took me literally like 5 minutes. Easy way to do it. I could have done it tonight, but I'm busy tonight. So I'm gonna save this other one here for soup. I'm thinking Friday might be a Gather Your Friday soup day. Let me put these away. All right, super simple, easy way to make dinner. If you just had a slow cooker, you can literally put all that in there and just let it slow cook the entire day. Like low, because then it would just slowly melt your cream cheese there, and just stir it right before, but that took like 5 minutes just on the saute brown setting. You can do it in a pan on the stove and then just put it in your slow cooker like on real low for the day. This is gonna be great. It's a good way to stretch jar stuff. I like homemade way better. You can add more cheese if you want, but I'm gonna keep it this way. I think you can add tomatoes, but my kids would be like, tomatoes gross. I would like tomatoes. So now what I'll have Lauren do earlier when it gets closer to dinner is cook. We have penne pasta, whole wheat penne pasta. She's gonna cook that. And I've got some regular loaf bread I pulled up from the freezer. She'll slice that, put some butter on it, and that'll be dinner tonight. Super easy dinner. We got some salad in there. We'll probably have that too. So, all right, so that's a super easy dinner that you can make at home as well. Easy to go. So today's my working day, so I'm gonna go work. You're not gonna see that part because it would be pointless because I'm gonna be filming instead of working today. So I'm gonna get all my paperwork done, all the computer stuff done that I have to do during the week, and then enjoy the time with my kids. Get some walking in today. Oh yeah, because yesterday was my relaxing day. Today's a walking day. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember your challenge this week to do what? Humble yourself and pray. We need some more praying in our land. We need brothers and sisters to unite in prayer. Lift our voices as one to God, to heal our land, to bring peace to this earth, peace to our own hearts, joy to us, getting along in love. We do. All right, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.